All right, we are live for the Fireside
Live?
Chat. Indeed. And as far as news this week, I don't think too much has been going on. Just a reminder, and boards review, those are due on Tuesday night, regardless. So if you can't do them, let somebody know. If you're supposed to be filling in to do it for somebody else, still by Tuesday night, hopefully. I mean, there's obviously always going to be stuff that we can't control, can't always get it every time, but be nice if we can get like 80 to 90% of the time, 80 to 9% of the boards review done by Tuesday night. And that just helps everything because then that gives the rest of the officers like the 48 hours ish to look at the boards of review and all the recommendations from the Husk Girls and stuff and make their own comments and whatnot, make their own judgments, and then the Jarls have time to do the sit rep then on Thursday night without anybody being kind of cramming for that. So, but yeah, I know we have some newer Huskarls. We've had some stuff. I know Pato was sick, unfortunately, so definitely stuff happens. Other than that, as far as stuff coming up, I don't think we have anything like too specific planned in terms of events that I know of. I mean, like one-off events, I guess, like big tournaments or something. I know there's still some brewing of league tournaments, stuff like that, but I don't think anything has been scheduled just yet. Other than that, I don't really have too much planned. I have been grinding Ranked League a bit, but I do really want to finish the Origin of the Mangling story and move on to a couple other stories as well. That would be nice to do. And then there's some mark board updates that could go out. I think that there's probably a few people need mark boards that don't even have them because I guaranteed that everyone Berserker Plus should have one. And then also there's a few marks that haven't been updated, like I think the last festival. I have not given marks to anybody for that, so there's probably a couple marks that people are missing that I will try to get done in the near future. That's pretty much all I've got planned myself. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll throw out again. Warband proposals are still open. We have received one, I think, and there has been some rumblings of other people preparing some. So, yeah, I think that'd be cool just to give people that opportunity. And yeah, that's pretty much all I've got. Does anyone want to take the floor? Got anything they want to bring up, go over?
I got one quick thing specifically.
Sure.
I was looking over the lineage breakdown chart that we have. It's a little outdated. Just seeing what we could do or who does that, because there's a bunch of recruits that need to be pasted on there just to bring it back up to date. Because I actually have a couple new recruits I've gotten over the last couple weeks that will be, if the warband is passed, of course, be joining my warband. But they're in Mjolnirs for now. And I was just seeing if we could get them on there, and I'm not sure what's going on in other. I'm sure, like Manny was just saying, he has new recruits, so I know I've seen a flood of people coming through, so I've been showing them that as they come in, and it pretty much ends with me after Ulf, and then there's nothing really after me, and I think there's at least 5 or 10 people I'm sure that have to be on there, and then that was just something I'm throwing out there. Who normally does that? Quick question.
I've been doing it. I can update it. It should not be too difficult.
Okay, cool.
I can totally throw those on there.
Sweet. And then excuse me. Beyond that, yeah, it's been going pretty good in Mjolnirs. I've been kind of helping out with doing stuff with that with Anarian. He's been teaching me a lot of stuff, so it's been pretty good. Kind of get me ready to do my own warband thing. So I'm feeling pretty good, taking care of the roster and looking in for marks and stuff. I'm still pretty bad at looking up the history to find out specifically what marks are due. That's something I definitely need a little bit of work on, but I'm pretty excited for all the
tough. But you're doing good.
Thanks. So maybe more clarification on that. I guess do other leaders feel that way? Like it's hard, obviously. High officers, you guys kind of know, but what about Huskarls and Berserkers? Do you guys feel like marks are a bit confusing to kind of manage or figure out? I guess Manny's in here, Rand, or
Which
anyone
marks do you
else?
mean? Because like the emblems are not ones that like that's the stuff that I give out, and those are definitely like not super specific. They're sort of like general
Those
achievement
ones,
medals.
you don't hand them out. You just suggest that they should be handed out.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
pretty much it. Like your berserkers let their huskarls, or if they don't have a huskarl, let their jarl know. Hey, this person did this, and that's why they should get the mark. And then they'll probably pass it on to Vest.
Okay, so it's not something like we look through the history of all the chats on to see who did what, or it's more like when you're hanging out gaming with people or there's a festival going on or something, if you feel like they've done something that would qualify them for their earning of that mark, you basically put it out there and ask.
Yeah, for sure. Like it's not something you should be like studiously searching for. If you
I
feel
have
someone
been.
deserves
I've spent a
something,
lot of
though.
hours looking through old chats and stuff trying to figure out who's worthy of marks, and I can't find it anywhere. So I feel like an idiot now. But at least I know. I just wanted a little bit of clarification on that.
In a lot of cases, if someone has earned for a mark for an event that happened, and several months down the road they get a mark board, generally speaking, they can just say, "Hey, I was there," and usually Vest can confirm or deny because he's the one doing it. It's pretty easy.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these, like, even when I was going through giving people marks, like things like Yule 2010 or something. I mean, I often go on the forums and try to find some evidence of it, but more often than not, it just comes down to asking the person if they were there or not. And obviously, like, if they could have been there, like if you're recruited in 2011, you're not gonna have the Yule 2010 mark. But other than that,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, a lot of it, I don't even myself, I'm not even sure without asking people, and that's why usually I announce and I put some disclaimers like if you have a mark or you don't have a mark that you should have, just let me know.
Okay. So it's more of a as you go type of deal. Okay. So other than that, tournaments have been pretty fun. It's been I've been on a lot lately at night and everything's been pretty chill. I know we had some rocky waves last month, but State of the Union is we are strong at the moment, I think. So it's been going really well. So that's all from me. I think Anarian wanted to speak next. If no one else does.
Yeah, go ahead.
Cool. All right. So real quick, I just wanted to reiterate one little thing that I kind of already posted in the announcements. So the StarCraft tournament. So because there's like a few different categories, I'd like to clarify what exactly is going on with that. So basically, StarCraft is a pretty big game, you know, with a lot of different styles of play, a lot of different things you can do in it. And a lot of people kind of mentioned to me that it was kind of unfair that we were only doing 1v1s and 2v2s at first because, you know, not everybody likes melee. Not everybody is even good at melee, but they're still good at StarCraft. So I went ahead and added, so there's 4 events that everybody can participate in. So we've got 2v2 Desert Strike and StarCraft Lost Kingdoms. Both of these will be on Brood War. They're both custom maps that are pretty popular among the StarCraft players within WA. So I figured those two would be a good call. Lost Kingdoms are probably the most complicated one because it's kind of one of those games where you've got to have, you know, like 4 or more people, and there's not really team ups, and you'd have to do multiple rounds to see, you know, who's really the champion of that event. And so basically it'll be, you know, we play that map as much as we can for the month the competition is happening, and then at the end, whoever won the most will be the winner of that particular event. I encourage everybody, even if you're like not particularly good at StarCraft to sign up, just because I think it'll be really fun. I think it'll be more fun than anything else. Yeah, so sign up. I've got the Google Forms linked in the announcements page. It'll be a lot of fun.
Did you mention fun?
Fun.
Definitely gonna be fun. I have a question about that, by the way. So
Shoot.
broadening it out to 4 different game types is when you're looking at submissions now, does it look like each group is pretty thin because we've made it so broad?
Well, everybody can sign up for every event. Like, I'm participating in every single one of them.
Okay, cool.
So
I
far,
hope we would tell people to do the same because, like, I know not a lot of people like Melee, but like that's kind of the heart of StarCraft. I know a lot of people like custom, so it's gonna suck if I like practice for the next like 3 weeks and 3 teams sign up and it's odd and we can't even do the tournament. You know what I mean?
I can look up right now how much people have actually signed up for each event. If that's what you're wondering. Right now, it's not.
I have not
like
signed up yet.
huge numbers. I know that for a lot of the team-based ones, a lot of people are waiting until they confirm who their teammate is.
Yeah.
And they're probably planning on signing up for events like at the same time, so I don't think they're like, you know. So let's see. For Lost Kingdoms, we've got 4 signups so far. For Desert Strike, we've also got 4. For the 1v1s, we've got 3. For the 2v2s, we've got 5 signed up.
Oh, so 2v2 is actually the most popular. I'm surprised.
At the moment, yes.
I another thing I'm going to recommend about the tournaments is, I mean, we could talk about this more later, but I just think to get everyone on board with each one, I think it'd be cool if we spread them out, like do one tournament over a couple weeks and just spread them out over the next couple months. That way we can get everyone to participate. It's easier to participate in all of them if you only have to worry about one at a time. Just a recommendation. Because I'd love to do all of them. I can't just do 4 at once.
While that is true, I don't think it'll change how many people sign up, because while we do have a healthy amount of StarCraft players, I wouldn't say it's like enough that'll be as big as our league tournaments are.
Yeah, League's
But
pretty popular.
that is something to consider. This is a test run because we've never done a StarCraft tournament before, to my knowledge. Though most
crazy knowing the
most of
history
the
of this
old
clan.
Cure things and such were
Why
done on
headphones?
StarCraft, I believe, because that was the main game played like
But,
7 years ago.
Anywho, sorry to
Or not
interrupt.
Cure thing. It wasn't called a Cure thing back then. I think it was just House Wars, right?
Which house? They were previously called House.
Did I
Wars,
lag out or is it just literally silent?
like years and years and years.
Oh
back.
crap! Did I lag out?
No.
Not on my end.
Why is everyone talking
Hello?
about lag?
We can hear.
Okay. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know what that was all about. Yeah. I mean, way
Did
back
I lag
when-
out?
No. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not watching.
So we're in DC.
Yeah, I think it was him.
No, everyone can hear everyone. The only person who couldn't hear was Goth.
Apparently, an Aryan cannot hear. Oh. Well, I assume the stream could still hear me. Oh?
Hey.
back?
Hey.
There we go.
Are we on
Back
live?
Hello.
No.
There we go.
Oh,
We're back.
That was weird.
Solid, man.
All right.
Okay, wow. So where did I get cut off at?
Oh, you're talking about House Wars. You asked if they were called House Wars previously, and I was saying yes, they were years and years back, and then I call it a Hjor thing. Like, it's kind of a new thing, but it's still a
Yeah.
House War.
Yeah, it was a tradition we practiced a lot. But yeah, this is like kind of the first one we're doing, so we'll see how it goes. And then future StarCraft tournaments will be different depending. So yeah. That's all I got for the StarCraft tournament, unless anybody else has any other questions, in which case, please ask.
Still need a partner for the 2v2.
The
Well-
melee or the desert strike?
Melee.
Well, if you sign up,
What
I
day?
will assign you a good partner. Don't worry.
Here, what day is the? Let me find it. I mean, I'm bad. I'll join you, but I'm bad. So
I mean,
think we've
so
had
am
this
I. Don't worry about
discussion.
it.
Hey, if you want the worst Protoss player known to man, I got your back.
Hey, Protoss best
I'm
race.
just saying.
It is.
Well,
I didn't
where's
mean
the
to call
date?
you there.
November 9th. Okay. What day?
Oh yeah, November 9th until December 7th. So there's an entire month for all these games to take place. I gave it an entire month just because, well, there's a lot of events going on. I don't know how many people will sign up. I want to give lots of space for stuff. It's also like the month where all
People are
college
gonna
students
be,
will have finals.
like,
So
going to do like Thanksgiving stuff. So
yeah,
were you
well,
gonna
that's
take a
why
break
for an
that week?
entire month. I mean,
Okay.
yeah, like matches will only happen when like people
When
are
you
free to
can-
do so.
Okay.
Like, I'd be down to play a match Thanksgiving weekend because I know I'm not going to be super busy, but you know, I understand others might not be able to, so that's fine. We might, depending on how many people sign up, have to extend it further, but hopefully not.
I think we should make a custom game that shoots like do like soccer, but like make little turkeys in the game and then shoot little turkeys.
I'm
Like
down.
kick like drones, like make drones like a quarter the size, and then just like kick drones into soccer nets, and they're like little turkeys.
That would be a StarCraft 2
That'd be
map.
fun.
All right, that's all I got, I think, unless somebody else has questions.
I love tournaments, man. I'm excited. The more tournaments, the better. I love a little healthy competition.
Yeah.
What's going on with the league tournaments? Who's doing those?
Khan, Manny, and Athfaller, I believe, are the three working on 2 different tournaments. I think is the last I heard.
Any like estimated ballpark ETA, like next month or two, or do you think it's going to be stretched out? Or
Manny or Khan, can either of you guys elaborate on that?
yeah, sorry, that was directed towards Connor, Manny.
There are a couple times that we're looking at, but to say the least, nothing's really set in stone. Things have been a little bit hectic, to say the least. So
Anything
that
I
is
can do
something
to
that we
help get
are
it rolling?
actively- possibly, yeah. If you want to shoot me a DM, me or Conundrum.
I already
Mayor,
did
right?
on accident earlier, so
Well,
we
then
already
there we
started
go.
that.
Yeah, I'm upstairs right now, so I'm not even at my PC. But yeah, that is something that we are still actively working on. I think that Conundrum and I were looking towards November, right?
Sounds
Yeah.
good.
One big issue with that is Thanksgiving, so I'm not sure how we'll work that out. But you know, we'll definitely be posting in the announcements as soon as that actually occurs. So you'll know about it. Don't worry.
Okay, I was just curious. That's all.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
The sooner we find out like a rough time of what the day is going to be, the faster we can kind of pick teams and stuff. So I'd like to start practicing with whoever I'm going to be stuck with sooner than later. But
Ah,
Welcome,
there's
comrade.
Co. I literally just mentioned the StarCraft tournament.
Yeah, I've been here the whole time.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
no, a comrade
I'm the
just
one who
joined.
just got
Var's been here the whole time.
Oh, I think you said co, not com.
Well, technically he is co, but with a omrad at the end.
True.
Omrad.
You guys are terrible.
Anywho, enough off topic. What's up, Fest?
I really got nothing else unless anybody has any other announcements or things they want to make.
I feel pretty good.
Did you cut out?
Did I?
I think he's just waiting.
Can you guys hear
No
me?
one's got anything.
Yeah, I
Oh,
can
you
hear
guys
you.
We can hear you. I think
Yeah,
it just
we're
cut
all
out for like
good.
a half second. My bad.
Oh. Anyone? Going once?
Quick reminder that the Grick or Got festival is still going on. You can get You can go to all the officers that are listed in the announcements, ask them for a riddle, and for a chance to win $20 Steam card.
And a shout out, 1 or 2 people messaged me with the wrong answer, and I gave them a clue, and they haven't responded. You are allowed multiple guesses, as far as I know. I've been allowing people multiple
Yes.
guesses,
Yeah.
so feel
Yes.
free to try again.
It's for fun, so keep trying. And the officers are allowed to give out many hints. It's not that big of a deal. It's for fun.
If you
For
get the answer
Rand, you
wrong
need
the
a
second
freaking
time, though,
guidebook.
Scotty wants to know when Fireside's going on.
No.
Oh my goodness.
It's about to end, I imagine.
Yeah, I think so. Seeing as there's 56
Tell him-
people in
Tell him to
total.
show up if he wants in the screenshot.
just saying, as far as the riddles go, from my understanding, right, the way it works is, you guess, you get it wrong, okay, whatever, no harm, right? You can guess again. But the second time, I believe that's instant execution. Is that right? Just
I have all the riddle answers written down on a document, so if anyone wants to pay $5, I will give them all. The answers.
Goth is
$5
absolutely
for
lying.
The bribes.
Ban?
Is that soliciting?
Yeah.
Look, okay, no doing that. And Manny, I don't know how the heck you're running your warband, but please don't execute people in WA.
No
But
comment.
please. Not orders, but
I'm in
please.
of execution.
We're not talking about it. They're
Okay.
still in the closet.
well.
But yeah, just to end on that, there's still about a week left. The draw is going to be next Fireside, so that's when
Ooh.
it ends,
Alrighty.
and I'll do it live then. All right.
The day after Halloween. Interesting. Very
F it.
spooky.
We'll do it live.
$5.
No, I just thought, after Halloween, during Fireside, when we've got a lot of people online, might as well do it then.
Well, does anyone have any final thoughts before we sign off?
Only $5.
Everybody in Mjolnirs, don't forget we have a meeting after this.
Hey, Naren, when the meeting starts, can you drag me over? I'm in the middle of a ranked match in StarCraft.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Alrighty.
As far, real quick, Vest. Sorry to interrupt
Sure,
you there,
no
bud. As far as actual things, as far as raid nights go, I've been sitting here. I've been mulling over this a little bit for, particularly raid nights for Guild Wars 2. Should probably specify that. I've been mulling it over a little bit. It seems like Thursday might not be the best day. I was hoping that with Fireside chat going on, immediately after that we could go ahead and start on Thursday, but I know that I have a meeting going on after Fireside chats, and then as well as that, a few of our other guys do as well, and generally people haven't been showing up for that, so I am considering moving that around. Now, Vest, as I recall, oh no, never mind. That was someone else that I was talking to about that. Never mind. Haha, I'm funny. So yeah, if anyone out there is interested in raiding in Guild Wars 2, Vest actually posted in announcements. It looks like, is it both expansions or just one expansion is 50% off?
Just
it
Path
keep
of
free?
Fire.
Just Path of Fire? Okay.
How much is it?
Path of Fire is half off. That puts it at what, like $20?
Yeah, 15 or 20. Maybe
Yeah.
20.
For all of it?
For the expansion, and the base game is free. And then
What does the expansion give?
Many things. Generally,
Mounts.
Mounts.
And then
It gives you
new
access
specializations
to,
for one for each profession. Like thief gets Deadeye, which is a rifle and like ridiculous range.
Oh, it's $15. $15 with the
Is
50.
Path of Fire the newest one?
Weaver.
Path of Fire is next.
So you can get a
There's
max
there's
level
a
boost,
whole
Guild
ton of
Wars
different.
2, Path of Fire, and everything else for $29.99 right now.
As far
Yeah,
as that
50%
goes,
off
Path of
that. so
Fire.
15.
Wait, where?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, you have to put in the code from the link in announcements to get 50% off.
And as far as that one goes, I mean, Path of Fire has a wealth of content. There's a lot of different things to do there. It's definitely something that'll keep you playing for
Is
a
this
bit.
anything like
Yeah.
Guild Wars 1?
Not
some
much.
extent, but it's
Not really.
pretty
Not
different.
mechanically. Not
Yeah,
mechanically.
not mechanically. The only
What
thing that's
MMO
the
is it
same
like?
is some of the story, and not much of that even.
What MMO is it most like? Like Rift?
Warcraft.
Honestly, take World of Warcraft, smash a little bit of Diablo in there, and then tie it into Guild Wars. The Guild Wars story, and that's what you got. Guild Wars 2 is much closer to a hack and slash game than it is an MMORPG. You don't
Okay.
have a skill bar covered in like 90 different things that you could be doing at any one given moment.
Yeah, you just got 10, including your auto attack. So
Oh,
Yep.
really? Okay.
That being said, the nuance of it comes in with how you build your character, as it did in Guild Wars 1, and actual ability combos and shit like that. So that's that's where the combat actually resides. So Guild Wars 2, if you're interested, definitely look into picking it up. Start cheap right now. We are always looking for more raiders. And please, if you're interested in raiding, please feel free to DM Manny Gothy about when you're available, what you have available, and I'll see if I can work with you, get you set up and everything. Because
Wait, what's
what
Heart
I
of Thorns?
understand, Thursdays
that's
are
the
working.
first
That was
of the
the
two
first.
expansions.
Wait, so why is it saying add it?
Because you can add it for a discounted price, I believe.
Oh, so you don't get that content if you.
You do not get Heart of Thorns if you just buy Path of Fire.
So how can you
However,
play with other people?
but you would just only be able to play the Path of Fire content. You would not be able to
Well,
play Heart of
you
Thorns.
have the base game too. Heart of Thorns is just another expansion.
That's true.
So you just
I
wouldn't
want
get access to the Heart of
Honestly,
I
I didn't
want
really get
it
that much
all.
out of Heart of Thorns. Just like armor and weapons, and that was really about it.
Really?
I
There's
didn't
like
enjoy
no
Revenant.
raids or anything?
I mean,
Heart
those
of
are raids, but I
Thorns-
just didn't enjoy. Like, I don't know.
Heart of Thorns has things that are required for raids. So that's definitely something, if you're going to be raiding, you're going to want, because for instance, for Heart of Thorns, or for Wing 1 of the raid, the Spirit Veil, right? You've got Veil Guardian, then you've got Gorseval, and Gorseval actually requires you to have certain levels of glider mastery, and that is exclusive to Heart of Thorns. You cannot get that with Path of Fire. So, I mean, I guess you could try to do the Griffin, but I mean, from what I understand, that don't work too hot either, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, does anyone have any final thoughts before we sign off? Sounds like no. So, thank you guys for showing up. Thank you anyone watching live or the VOD. We'll see you next Thursday at 5 PST.